Okay, so now we're going to show you a basic back exercise program with those who have scoliosis, a lot of tight muscles on the back. For example, let's say you are in an accident, you fell off a ladder, injured yourself, and ever since you've been suffering from back pains. Okay, this program is going to apply to those who have scoliosis as well as generalized back muscle spasms. Of course, every case is individual, but at least I want to give you a starting point with a program that you can do every single day with basic equipment, with very minimal equipment. So the program is divided up into 3 phases: a massage phase, a self-massage phase, stretches, as well as exercises that combine strength and mobility. Okay? So let's just say, for example, you're a person who is having pains from all the way up from your neck into the lower back. You feel stiff, you have trouble sleeping, you wake up in pain, a lot of difficulty moving around and getting your daily activities done. So in this program, we want to start with some self-massages using a tennis ball, a very simple item that everybody will have access to. So with the tennis ball, we are going to do self-massages from the neck into the lower back, down to the buttocks, as well as into the hamstring, as well as into the calf muscle. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to take a tennis ball, and where the tennis ball is not going is directly on the spine. You don't want the tennis ball to be directly on the spine as well as on the bones right here. Okay? Everywhere else, tennis ball can go, okay? And the muscular parts right here. So for example, lie down on a mat or carpet. You want to put the tennis ball between the spine and the shoulder blade right here. Lay back on it, legs are bent, and what you want to do, you want to roll your body backward and forward, really massaging the muscles between the spine and between the shoulder blade. Okay? You may come across some tight spots. For example, over here, I have a tight spot. Let's put some extra work on that, some short movements, some focal movements to really get those tight spots out. Okay, then I'll shift the ball. Let's say down to the middle back right here. Same principle. Rolling back and forth, rolling back and forth, rolling side to side, really getting those spots out. Come to the lower back. Again, rolling the body backward and forward, really loosen up those muscles. When you're done with one side, you switch over to the other side. For example, you come here now, again, backward and forward, and then you work your way from the lower back to the middle back to the upper back. Okay, so you really get this line of muscles really loosened up with the tennis ball. Then we want to come to the buttocks, hamstrings, and calves. So again, the tennis ball here. Use your arms, really loosen the glutes muscle or the buttocks muscle, backward and forward, some side to side. Again, you may get some tight spots here and there. Really put some focus on that. If your arms are giving you some trouble, here, cross the leg over like this. Everybody on the ball, side to side, backward and forward, really loosen up the muscle and the buttocks. When you're done, you switch over to the other side. You need to deal with the hamstrings and the calves. Here. Pulling the body backward and forward, keeping his legs straight, keeping the foot loose, really allowing the tennis ball to really get into the hamstring muscle. Of course, some of you may have very thick legs where this lying on a carpet or lying on a mat may not be appropriate. In that case, you may want a chair or a table. What you want to do, you're going to put the ball here, roll the body backward and forward. This may actually be better for you if you have very thick legs. Principle is the same. Really using the tennis ball to massage the hamstring muscle. When you're done with the hamstring, you need to deal with the calf muscle. Here, the ball is not going into the crook of the knee here. It's not the calf muscle. Here, when the foot loose, rolling the body backward and forward. Okay. Now, if you're having again trouble with the arms here, you can keep them flat like this, using the elbows to prop the body up, using this leg, again, prop the body and move the body backward and forward, the side to side, really get the calf muscle loose. Bring it on lower. Same principle, really loosen up that calf muscle. Okay? Again, you do it on the other side as well. So you're loosening this straight from the upper back here, all the way down to the calf muscle. Okay? Alright, so that's how we do some self-massages. Now, some people may not be able to go on the floor, and in that case, you may want to come against the wall here. So, right, so if you can't go on the floor to do the massages, you can do them the back ones against the wall. Same principle, stand about a foot and a half away from the wall. Lean into the tennis ball, up and down, side to side. Shift the ball higher, up and down, side to side, really getting into those tight spots, really loosening up that muscle. Upper back, the arm loose, up and down, side to side. Bring the ball all the way up, base of the neck right here. Really put some pressure. Get those tight spots out. Okay, and then again you switch to the other side. Okay, great. So that is how we would start with some massages to help to start loosening the muscle. Okay. So now we're going to do some stretches. We've done these self massages. It's time to do some stretches. Stretches from the neck, back, lower back, buttocks, hamstrings, calves. Okay. When you're stretching the neck or doing any sort of neck work, preferably you should be seated. Okay, so the stretching neck, what we're going to do, we're going to stretch it from side to side. So we take this hand, put it just above the ear. You're going to pull to the side slightly. We're going to get a bit of a stretch. Okay, hold it for around 30 seconds a minute. Okay, nice stretch here. Side the hand, bring it straight. Next hand, come over, pull, hold it for 30 seconds a minute. Okay, what you don't want to do is have the neck twist like that. Just to the side. Okay, 30 seconds a minute. You're done. You can do it about 3 to 5 times on either side. So that's the neck. Then we're going to do some upper back stretching the muscle between the shoulder blades. So you're going to find a door frame right here. You stand next to the door frame. Grab the door frame here. Pull, rotate the body this way. You're going to stretch behind here. Okay. Rotate the body, feeling that stretch. But you can also point your head in that direction. So like a slight increase in the stretch. Okay, hold for about a minute. Just be careful when you're holding the stretch. You don't want to injure the shoulder here. Okay. When you're done, on the side. Okay, rotate the body this way. So if you stretch between the shoulder blade. Okay. When you get there, you can see that stretch between the spine and shoulder blade. Really feeling that shoulder blade opening up as you get the stretch. Okay. Hold for about a minute. Gently ease out a bit. You can do it 3 times either side. So you begin not to warm up that muscle between the spine and the shoulder blade here. Okay. That's the upper back. We're going to do a lower back stretch. Lay down on a mat. Okay, so now in this position here, we're going to pull both knees towards the chest. Grab the shins. Pull towards you. A bit of a like stretching the lower back. What you're not doing is bouncing. This is what you don't want to do. If you have any knee problems or you have very large legs, you can grab your hand here. Pull. You can feel that stretching in the lower back. Go for about a minute. When you want to stretch your glutes, cross this leg over. Put your hand around this leg. Next arm goes through the triangle between both legs. Pull. Size the stretch right here. Hold it 10 seconds per minute. When you're done, gently let the leg down. Stretch the hamstring. Straighten the leg. Grab just below the knee. Clasp the hands. Keep the leg straight. Pull towards you. In a case like with those of you who have sciatic or pinched nerve, this may be very painful. But you may actually feel a pain in the lower back as you do this. If you are getting a pain in the lower back when you do this, don't do it. This exercise is going to target the hamstring. Pause for about a minute. Bend the leg, let the leg down. And of course, switch to the other side. You want to stretch the calves. Okay, so to stretch the calves, what you're going to do is you're going to face the wall. You're going to split both legs. This here. Both feet are facing forward. This, what you don't want is one foot deviating this way and the other foot deviating that way. Have both feet lined up like this on the floor. Keep both heels planted on the floor. Keep this knee straight. You're going to bend this knee. Support yourself against the wall. Leaning forward. You should start to feel a stretch in the calf muscle. Okay? And for about a minute. But again, what you don't do is bounce. There's no bouncing in the movement. After the time has passed, push with the arms, and switch, and you do the same with the other leg. Okay, so now we've done some stretches from the neck all the way down into the calf muscle. Okay, so now I want to add in 2 additional stretches for the oblique abdominals and then for the hip flexors as well. Okay, so again, you find yourself by the door frame or against a wall. Let's do the one against the wall first. For example, let's say that's your wall here. Put the forearm against the wall, cross leg, and reach over like this, and just have a stretch right here. Okay? Or if you are next to a door frame and you prefer that, go here, this is the door frame, cross, and lean away from the door frame. Principle is the same, so stretching this side right here. Okay, again, be careful that you don't want to injure the shoulder here. So experiment with the position. Either you use the wall, you do this, or door frame. Lean away from the door frame. Okay, and when you're done, of course, switch to the other side. Again, if you're using the wall, like this, or door frame. Lean away from the door frame. Okay, I'll give you a nice stretch on either side right here. Now, you also want to stretch your hip flexor muscles. So, get a mat. Okay? Okay. So, to stretch your hip flexors, mat, soft surface, like this. Make sure you feel stable. This hip flexor is being stretched. Okay? So make sure you feel stable. If you're not feeling stable, it's unlikely your body is going to let that hip flexor stretch. So when you're done, switch over. Then now stretching this hip flexor right inside here. Okay, tight hip flexors lead to back pain problems. So now the good idea to stretch those hip flexors out. Again, the principle is no bouncing when you injure yourself. When you're done, use this foot, use the hand, get yourself out of the stretch, slide back, put yourself up. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to start getting into some of the strength and mobility exercises. So once again, we're starting from the top, going all the way down. Okay? So when the neck is concerned, what you need to do is start doing an exercise called the chin tuck exercise. So with the chin tuck exercise, what you want to do, you want to tuck the chin in, make up double chin right here. So you're doing this, that, okay? Well, this is different from this or this. That is not what you're doing. You're drawing the head horizontally backward, like this. Some of you, because of tightness muscles in the neck, you start to get some pains up here. That is fine. That's all this will eventually pass as you get more and more mobile when the neck is concerned. So, some of you may have trouble drawing back like this. So, the trick that you can do to really get the movement right is that you can throw the head forward first and then draw back. Okay? Some of you, if you try to draw back from a neutral position here, you may not actually get the movement. So you may have to go forward first. Okay? As you keep more and more comfortable with that, you can add a movement. You can look at the ceiling after you do the chin tuck, like this. Okay, so that's an additional movement you can do as you get more and more comfortable doing the chin tuck exercise. Okay? Now, what about the upper back now? So what you want to do, while you're sitting in the chair, you feel the chair is at the upper back right here. So it's almost like you're trying to throw the upper back over the chair. like this. Like that. Throw the upper back over the chair. You do it about 20 times, take a break, and do it for the next 20 times. Another trick you can do, you can actually, while you're sitting in the chair and you finish do the first 20 times like this, you may actually want to sit on a pillow. So if you sit on a pillow when the body is elevated, now the chair will reach you at a different level in the upper back. For example, if I were on a pillow, I'd probably be here now, and I continue. Back. Okay? Make sure you're on a sturdy chair. Okay? So what you can do, you can probably experiment with two different heights. First, low pillow, then small pillow, and then maybe double pillow. So again, you're targeting different heights of the back as you throw the back over the chair. Okay? Okay, so now we're going to do some exercises, a couple exercises for the lower back. We're going to do bridges, then we're also going to do some trunk twists. So for the bridges, lay down on the floor like this. Okay? Back is flat on the floor, legs are bent, hands on the tummy, come up, go for a second, and you come back down. In a controlled fashion. Up, squeeze back the buttocks, hamstrings, and you come back down. Now what you don't want to do is to fling the body up and to drop back down quickly. Okay, that's not the movement. It's up, hold, squeeze, and back down. Okay? Do that for around 10, 15, or 20 times depending on your capability as you get stronger and stronger. And you can do 25 or 30 comfortably. You can put a light weight on the tummy, like a 2-pound dumbbell or 4-pound dumbbell. You hold the dumbbell right here, so that it will go back on you. You come up, squeeze buttocks, squeeze the back, and you come back. Okay? Okay, so that's a great exercise. The next one will be your trunk twist. Remain in the same position. You're going to keep the shoulders planted on the floor, and you're going to let the legs rotate left and right. Left and right. So you're here, you're like this. Okay, notice how I'm trying to keep my shoulder planted on the mat. I'm not coming up like this as I roll along. I'm here, and I'm back this way. Next way. Okay, what you're not doing is swinging the movement. This is not what you're doing. Okay, that is not the movement. It's a controlled movement. This way, you know, a stretch here, and you come back. Next way, hold, come back. Next way. Okay, I do that 20 times total, so which means you'll be 10 times either side. Take a break, and you can go back into your bridge exercise. The required amount. After the bridge is done, back into your trunk twist. Okay, this is a great exercise combination for the strength and mobility of the lower back. Okay, so another combination of exercises you can do for the lower back is going to be the reverse plank and the side plank. So, here on the floor, put your feet on an elevation, chair or sofa, and then making a plank with the body. Come up, squeeze, hold the muscle in the back, the buttocks, the hamstring, and you come back down. Up again, squeeze, and you come back down. Okay? Once again, as you get stronger, you want to put a weight on the tummy. For example, a dumbbell right here. Come up, squeeze, and you come back down. Okay, if you're getting in pain, the heels or the ankles here because of our hard surface, we want to use a sofa or just use some cushioning up by the hard surface up there. Okay? So that's the reverse plank, and then you have the side plank. As the name suggests, to the side, body's like this, straight, come up, use this muscle here, come back down. Up, come back down. When you're done with one side, switch over, up, and down, up, and down, up. Okay, so that is the combination of the reverse plank and the side plank. Again, great exercise to help start strengthening the back as well as to start giving you mobility of the lower back. Okay. Okay, so another exercise for the back, something called a Superman exercise, settling on your tummy. Okay, here. Okay. Start right here, face down, and you lift, pull, come back up. Lift, chest, legs, and back up. As you get stronger and stronger, to make the exercise more difficult, you can shift the position of the arms. So the easiest position would be arms at your side. As you get stronger, you put your arms right here. As you get stronger, arms out here. Okay, so that's how you increase the intensity of the Superman exercise. Always know that not every exercise is for everyone. Everyone may have varying conditions. Some may have stiff nerves, pinched nerves, some may be just a pure muscle spasm. So you have to experiment. If you're not sure about something, if you're not comfortable about the pain levels you're experiencing, then you need to stop and seek some professional help. Okay. Okay. So I've left at the end a bit more of an advanced stretch, something to experiment with. Again, if you're not comfortable with any stretch or any exercise, you need to stop and ask the advice of someone who's well versed in this area. But to stretch your lower back, what you can do, you can come from a pull-up bar, like here. Now, ideally, of course, as you hold the pull-up bar, your legs really shouldn't be touching the floor, but you may be limited in your facilities, so you may have to bend leg a little bit. Okay, that's okay. With just a slight rotation, like this here. Okay, what you're not doing is any sort of violent rotation, I guess. Okay, this is not what you want to do when you're trying to treat a back condition. You have to take it in steps. You have to be safe. Again, you're here. Slight rotation. If you want, the side-to-side swing. Okay. Or if you want, just hang right here. Just hang right here. Now, if for some reason you have issues with your wrist, you can use some lifting hooks. Okay, so these lifting hooks they will increase your grip strength. As you can see here, this part goes around your wrist, and this metal part goes into your hand. So put it on like this. When you're putting it on, have your wrist tip forward a little bit. Take the Velcro, drop it on here. Same principle. Take the wrist forward a little bit. Strap it on here. Okay, so as you can see, this will allow you to hold yourself in the on the pull-up bar for a bit longer. Yeah. Take a little strain off the arms, off the hands. And now you can actually stay here for a bit longer. Again, if you're having shoulder problems, this may not be for you. Again, you have to experiment. Exercise caution. If you're not comfortable with any sort of tension or pain that you're feeling in your lower back, you need to stop. Okay, the side to side here. Again, once again, it's not any violent movements like this. You don't want to be swinging and doing all sorts of crazy movements. Okay, always not like this. Okay, it's nice and controlled. Okay. Okay, so that's more of an advanced stress, something you can experiment with. Again, take it in stride. Don't try to do too much at once. Every single exercise, every single stretch may not be for you. You may not only have back pain, you may have shoulder pains, injuries that you're dealing with. So experiment, exercise caution, and you can always contact us if you need any help or any guidance.